Howdy gang, Tiger is back. We are at the Purple Heart Thrift in Mesa today. I found a purple card. Purple Heart, purple card. I'm currently examining the furniture section. I'd love to have this cabinet. Even though it's not quite mid-century modern, I kind of like it. I think it's only 50% off. The other one is 80% off. I like the other one better. But we'll see. Let's see what else we got. Now this is, oops, I left my card out there. I probably should bring that in or I'm gonna lose it. I've lost cards before when I was being careless. But yeah, I have to look at the art. I really shouldn't because I end up buying stuff, but I have to. The other day I found this. What was it? It was a couple of oil paintings that were really nice on sale, but I ended up not buying them. Thank goodness. I know better. I still want them. But yeah, no. I'm not getting. I like that blue storage thing, but it looks kind of. No, that $9 one is kind of nice. So this is the Purple Heart Thrift, which I guess it supports the. Now that is awesome. That's a beautiful piece, and here's a zebra. Is that $19? I don't know if it's an original though. When the frame already has some spots that I would probably reframe that thing, which is going to be expensive. That's the only downside. I do like this one though. I cannot tell if that's an original one. It probably is. But I do not need any more art in my life. But then I'm still looking. And I'm still changing it out. Even though I have like 2 or 3 tubs full of art in my storage that I really need to do something with. Some of the art that I have on the wall now, I just don't want to take down. I love the colors in this Paris piece. And it's signed. It's beautiful. I can't imagine it's $18 though. The frame is really nice. Of course it's large. A lot of people don't need large art because they just don't have room for it. Richard 92. I love the colors. But it's Paris. I've been to Paris. It's nice, but I'm not one of those crazies who just completely fell in love with the city. Well, I'm in love with Berlin. I'm still waiting for someone. That's cool. Huh, how is that made? Check it out. Huh. Yeah, I'm still waiting to find a real nice piece of art with Berlin. But yeah, no, Berlin is not the most popular of places. Oops, I probably should have left that card outside, shouldn't I? I was worried if I leave it outside it would get taken. But you mind if I squeeze through there real quick?
Yeah, sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry, you can just, yeah. There we go. Thank you so much, appreciate it. Ooh, that birdie is pretty. I like that birdie. So anyway, yeah, I'm not gonna look at all these large pieces. I do not. If anything, that's nice. 94. Janosch. Oh, I don't know. It's a nice piece though. It's okay. With salesperson only. Whoops. Okay, let's go back to the main store now. There is music playing in the main store. I hope. It's not very loud though, so I should be able to not get in trouble for the music. But and here is my kryptonite dishes. Luckily, those are not the kind of dishes that drive me nuts. So yeah, I'm gonna have to keep talking over the music and try not to get too many people in front of my camera. I don't want to film any people without this Sicilian. Oh, that's pretty. And yes, today they have their experienced folk discount. So I will be able to get the discount today. This is a beautiful piece. And is it signed? It could be a signature. Oh, it looks more like it's scratched in there. I don't know. It also feels very light. So it's probably not something that... Oh, these are pretty. Huh. These are beautiful glasses. Oh man. See, this is my kryptonite too. I love this kind of stuff, but unfortunately, it's not generally selling. And here's all sorts of plated stuff. I had one of those similar to this one. That's very light aluminum. Yeah, there's the made in Italy. $3, but still, ooh, I love geese. I love geese. Huh. This may be something I might have to pick up. Oh, and this is pretty too. That's aluminum as well. Huh. Okay, let me go back to my cart before I lose it. Okay, there's the other side of this. I'm gonna look around first and shop after that because it's not too busy and I'm still at the belief if it's meant to be, it will be, and if I'm meant to have it, it will be available. Now this looks like it's broken, but maybe it was made that way. Because it looks like it's another one on this side. No, it's not. Oh, maybe it is broken. It's marked though, and it came from Gucci'ville at some point. It's pretty though, but yeah, computer genius. Love the size of this mug. That's like a whole soup mug, lunch size soup mug. Ooh, this is cool. What does it say? Berryville, Arkansas. Huh, you know what? They have nice stuff here. Now this is the store, and that's a funny story because I used to get those coupon books, and I fought hard to not get them, but it always takes a while for them to cancel those things. And these were the coupon books that everybody got, not something that you got from a certain store when you go shopping and they send you the advertisement, but that's just the citywide thing that comes in the regular regular mail, but something seems to be missing. Plus it's very light. So, and they always had coupons in there for the store. And I knew it was close to my house, and I always wanted to go and check it out. And this was like 3, 4, 5 years ago. But I never went. I never went to check out the store. I always forgot. Because north of here is that one of the Gucci'ville stores that I go to all the time. So I'm never in this area, even though it's close to my house. But I always commute north of here to my house, in fact. So I kept forgetting. Whenever I saw those coupons, I was thinking, yep, I gotta go. And I kept the coupons. I probably still have a couple of them in my car. They're probably long expired because it's been a while. And yeah, and a week ago Saturday, my neighbor called me. She called me, oh, this thrift store. She didn't know exactly what I'm doing, but she knew that I'm doing something with resale. So she was thinking that, oh, look at that. I love these things. Yeah, but they're also a little pricey. It's like $10 and $8. So, she was telling me, oh, what is it you do? What kind of stuff do you buy? Because yeah, there's a thrift store down here. And I was like, oh yeah, I remember that thrift store. I have this thing, but mine is still full. I think it's wine, but it could be olive oil too. I don't know what's in there. I didn't have the heart to open it yet, because it's still the original, has the original sleeve around it. Anyways, to finish my story, ooh, this is nice. No, I never finish any stories. It always goes like that in my brain, in my mind. So she was all like, oh yeah, you gotta check it out. So I looked at their website and found out when the sales days were. So I was gonna come last weekend and last week on a Wednesday, and I decided not to. I was busy otherwise, so I didn't. And this week I was out running errands anyways, and I was passing by here. I normally probably would have. I didn't want to go to the Gucci'ville up there because that's the one that they had their experienced folks discount yesterday. And I know they had some stuff that I wanted, but nothing that I should get because, you know, me and dishes. So I stayed away from that on purpose. So I decided, you know what, let's check out the Purple Heart. And here I am. This is cool. I love that design. I love those ducks. Huh. I may have to pick that up. That's not too bad. So, and you know what? It's a really nice store. I'm impressed. It's a lot larger than I thought it would be, and it's really, really clean and really organized. And I haven't seen a whole bunch of broken stuff like I usually do at Gucci'ville. And there's another one of these stores in AJ, which is short for Apache Junction, which is east of here. And my neighbor actually went to that one too, but she said that one wasn't as nice as this one. They had some clothing or something on sale that she wanted to get, because she gets all the clothes for her son from thrift stores. Huh. I don't know. I think I have nicer photos. The frame is nice, but I just picked up a couple of those frames at the estate sale for like $1 a piece. And I'm gonna put some of my photos in there. I have so many photos I need to frame, but then what do I do with them? I don't have any room on my walls. I want to sell them, but I don't think people are interested in art these days. I do like this, but I can't tell if it's an original or not. And the price is not really that great either. Well, the frame is cheap anyways. So I'm gonna leave that. It's kind of cool. That's probably a print too, though. Yeah, the frames are, for what they are, they're a little on the pricey side for me. They're good for a regular person who doesn't already have a huge collection of them. And who knows what to put in them right away. Well, me, wow, that's a professional frame. That's a nice one, though, too. Huh. I don't know. Maybe I should pick this up because this looks like a real nice piece of art. This looks very handmade. Huh. Well, let me know what you think. That's nice. That's only $2 minus my discount. That one I'm definitely gonna pick up. See, the little ones are nice and they're easier to use. Yeah. Southwestern. This one is kind of weird. Okay, let's see what else we got here. Yeah, this card thing is one of those. At least it has a purple card, but it's one of those where the aisles are not that big. So it's not really that much room for the person and the card. And then you leave the card sitting outside the aisle and someone picks it up thinking it's, especially when it's empty, thinking it's available. Someone or abandoned, which is not. Or what I've also had happen before in my life, not recently, but basically, is that people just go through your cart and take stuff out that they want when you're not paying attention. In fact, I remember that one I was actually at Gucci'ville a few years ago, where the manager came over. She figured out it was my cart, or she had seen me with a cart. I had stepped away to look at the what's the word? to look at something, and she came over and alerted me to the fact that someone was taking stuff out of my cart. That was very nice of her, because she couldn't care less. She probably couldn't care less. Whoever buys it, whether it's me or someone else. So yeah, I appreciate that, and I learned my lesson that day. So now I'm being more careful. I don't know why I'm going through the pots and pans. I'm not buying pots and pans or air fryers today. Even though I kind of like the color of that one, that dark red, shiny. Oh, I like anything shiny. I like purple shiny better, but red shiny is good too. Ooh, brown. I like that company. No, we do not need any used appliances, especially coffee makers. I have my coffee makers. So, what else is here? We are coming up on the seasonal. Yep, it's January, so definitely time for St. Paddy's Day and maybe a little bit of Valentine's Day. And a little bit more of Valentine's Day. At least Christmas is gone. I'm glad about that. And there's more pictures I don't need and more frames I don't need. I like that frame though. Colors in that one are cool. Huh. Magazines. Not buying magazines. Electronics. Not buying electronics. Even though a fridge I could use, a smaller one than what I have. But not one of those old ones. They're usually not stored economical, not environmentally friendly. Nowadays they have all these stickers for the environment and stuff. CDs, don't need CDs. Oh my gosh, do I not need CDs? I have so many at home that I'm getting ready to get rid of again. I had this moment where I picked up the coolest CDs from the library when they had their sales for like 50 cents or $1 each. And I found some of these international ones, like music from Arabic countries, music from Asian countries, music from African countries. I love those. They're kind of nice to listen to when I'm reading. Because if I listen to anything that has words, I don't read, I sing along. And I forget that I'm supposed to be reading my book. And I'm looking at the words in my book while I'm singing, but I don't remember what the words said when I'm thinking about that later. Yep, that's the way I operate. So I'm always looking for instrumental music because I don't like it completely quiet. I don't like it loud, but I don't like it completely quiet. Just a little background music, but music that I enjoy, that I consider good. Not that some manager at a store considers good. That's the problem with our society. Store managers get to choose the music, and not everybody has the same taste. And some of these stores just blasted so loud that you can't even hit this warrior, which was who? We had a lot of them, sadly. Oh, Jochen Piper. I don't even know this dude. Oh, there was this book, and I don't know if I still have it. If I do, it's somewhere in storage. I've been thinking about that lately, and I forgot the title. It was written by, this does look interesting though. I like history stuff. Even though I don't like this picture on the front and that name on the front. But I do like to find out about people. Even when they were bad people. Oh. Huh, I have to Google that guy and see who he was. Jochen Piper, never heard of him. So yeah, there was this book that was written by a guy who grew up during the Nazis. So he was born, I think, in late 1920s, early 1930s. So he was early 1930s. I think he was like 19. He turned 18 in the beginning or in the middle of the war. And he ended up spending his life, the rest of his life after the war, in New Mexico. He moved to New Mexico. But he was one of the soldiers, the young soldiers that, he was already of age, but he was I think he did actually volunteer because he knew he was going to be drafted anyways. And when you volunteered, at least you had choice of assignment or whatever you want. Like in Americans call it MOS, I don't know what the German called it. Military occupational specialty. And yeah, so he ended up spending the whole war in Norway. So he was lucky he didn't have any major battles that he had to live through. But of course he learned throughout the war and going home on vacation, on leave a couple of times during the war, and driving through the country that was bombed more and more, and learning from other soldiers he talked to. Oh, there's a German book. Mein Herz war nie fort. That sounds very kitschy. No, I don't read kitschy just because it's German. So, yeah. And he had to deal with that after the war. How much did he really know? How much could he have done? And all that. So that's what his book was about. It explained where he came from, how he was raised, how he was brainwashed, and how he believed in the cause for the longest time. And only slowly but surely, during his leave from the army when he traveled, Devon, the White City, that was a good book. Sad, but good. The Alchemist, there's two of them. One of them I really liked, the other one, I don't know if I've read that. So, and I keep forgetting this guy's name. I keep forgetting his name because I wanted to look up that book and I forgot his name. Well, we're pretty much done with all the stuff that I would normally go for. There is a gazillion books outside. They have special books for $6 for $1. A special sale. I looked at those. There's certainly nothing in there that I would be interested in. And here we have red and blue dot specials, and of course the experienced folk discount. But purple. No, I do not need a backpack, but it's purple. I gotta get it. It's purple. No, it's not even a good quality. It's a very cheap and flimsy one. Probably one that was, well, it's not branded, so it was probably not a cheap or advertisement piece. I like bags, unfortunately, too. I like that bag. There's so many bags I have and I don't use. But it's one of those things. So, I'm going to go back to the front and look at the rest of those shelves where I was going to pick stuff up that I didn't pick up because I was looking around first. Ooh, look at that. Those are nice hats for the winter. There's a lot of them. I wonder if the same person made them all. There's a purple one. They look handmade. Huh. $3 I should get that, but how do I wash it? Can I put it in the machine or is it gonna shrink on me? Because I certainly have to wash it even though they don't look like they've been worn. They look like somebody just made them. Maybe somebody made them just to donate. Cool. And we're listening to music again up front. So, before we get in trouble with music, you know the deal. You all keep it real, and we'll see you on the tube. Bada bing.